And so it's a...
Yes, Kevin, thank...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Monty Eunice today, he's been every place.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
So on the floor for Houston. Monty Eunice and Howard, the post pair. Watson out there with Harden. And it's Young in at the small forward position. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
On the wing, Thompson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go. And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Harden kicks to Lawson. A 3-ball. Can't hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. And there's the pass to Garcia. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson right side. Lets it fly. The rebound by Young. Young's got his third rebound tonight. 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Changing it up here. The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Garcia goes in from deep. Green. It's rebounded by Houston. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Garcia goes in from deep. Iguodala. Good on the shot. Iguodala's got 7 points in the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Green with the block. Curry is inside, guarded by Harden. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, so both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Shot to stop the run. Pass to Capella. Kicks to Lawson. From outside the arc. The shot is off. Nice D from Garcia.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Lawson kicks to Capella. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dishes it to Green. Fires the three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Rockets trail by 18. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Thompson is out there with Freak, so that's the group out there for Golden State. Young with no one around. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
No one covering. And that's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Screen by Howard. And Lawson with the drive. Young from outside. They get the rebound. Motiejunas kicks to Brewer. He feeds it to Howard. Warriors with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Young dishes to Howard. Young outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Lawson, but he recovers it. The Rockets again can't hit.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus close? Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them he wouldn't accept them settling for outside shots and said we can get to the rim if we attack the basket, and that's what we're going to do. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Ty Lawson hits them both.
Well, how about Ty Lawson in this one? He has 14 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And here are the Warriors now. And Garcia kicks to Green. There's the bucket. Good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Screen by Smith. Young outside. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
You got it.
Green against Young, and a wide-open look for Freak. A second-chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 11 in the second half. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Young passes to Harden. Smith for three. Thompson with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Free at the line for two.
That's good from Garcia.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for free. 12 points and 14 assists, as we've seen. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Hold on, what?
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Nick Young, and it's KJ McDaniels in for Ty Lawson. Harrell dishes to Decker. He kicks to Harrell. Harden left side. Will it go?
You know, Kevin, this has been a much better effort from them here in the second half compared to the first. I just don't think they were intense enough in that first half.
Green kicks to Garcia from 13, and that's collected by Smith.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Corey Brewer's checked in for the Rockets. On offense, here are the Warriors. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Rivers passes to Garcia.
2 minutes.
Shoots the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Harrell. The shot no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Rivers kicks to Garcia. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Brewer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And after a number of battles over the course of this season series, this victory tonight is going to finish them off with an advantage of 3-1 on the year against the Rockets.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Elbow shot is on the way. The Warriors pull it in. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Rush dishes to Garcia. Rebound by Harrell. Decker with it. Here's McDaniels. The 10-footer finds the target.
Assisted by Sam Decker.
7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Garcia. Off target from three-point range. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Good win. Good win.
Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Freak.
Not too often you see a guy crack 15 assists in a game. That's how in tune he was. Just great anticipation, great understanding of every defense that they threw at him. Exactly the kind of game a team wants from its point guard.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,